The first ones, I wasn't there, but for the 2014 one, I think I was in the country when that happened. There's a lot of gun shootings and stuff like that. But with the good thing about our people, like the army, they have this belief like you don't shoot civilians anyhow. Yes, they do. They're very reckless, yes, but they still do have that bit of belief.
Yeah.
Don't And there's specific places they don't go killing anyhow. For example, churches. Yes. So us were like, my father works for the church, so we're in the church, and then when it started, a relative told us that there's something going to happen. You guys have to find a way to get out. So after 4 days, we were still stuck in the country.
Oh.
So the president gave people time to get out
of the country.
Yes.
So the president announced that there's a civil war. It's an emergency.
Did not announce. He just it was something everybody knew. Were given some period of time. Get out.
Get out of the country.
Yes.
So the borders were open.
Yes, the borders were open. Just for some time, get out. So people got out.
So it doesn't matter you have a passport or anything.
No.
The borders are just.
No, it was open and just people ran cars, wow. Everything.
So I'm trying to wrap my head around the whole scenario. So there are a lot of cars moving.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people as well running. So it's just chaos. Or is it something organized?
When we were getting out of the capital, Juba, yes, it was a bit chaos. There were a lot of cars trying to get out. Wow. And then there were people on border borders.
Just like the movies.
People on their feet trying to walk out of the capital. But then after driving for some time, it was just cars mostly on border borders trying to get out. And then there were, of course, the military vehicles trying to escort people out.
Oh.
So yeah, that was until we got to the Ugandan border. Some of us who had passports, we stamped and we got in. Those who did not, they had to wait there for some time. I don't know what happened to them. Then yeah, we just continued on like that till we reached. But most of us, I don't remember getting out of the car to go stamp my documents. It was just one representative that
he checks all the documents.
Yes, and took. And also another thing, it was because of the church, we use the church card, so we're allowed to move much more easily. Those who were in aid organizations, churches, and stuff like that, they were much more
easy pass.
Yes, it was much more easier for them to move. And then others, yes, they were getting the military was trying to help, but not so much. But people tried.
Yeah.
They got out.
I would see from the Ugandan maybe government, they would want to make sure okay, civilians are going through, but we have to make sure that as well as the terrorists also don't come through to our country.
Yeah, but that was much more of a military-based war. So
it was a military-based war.
Yes.
Military against military.
Yes, so it was much more.
How was the military split?
It was split between the vice president and the president. Yeah.
So they had different ideas of running the country.
Yes, they had different beliefs on how the country should go ahead. Yeah. So that's what happened in 2014. But yeah, a lot of people died. That's true. But at the same time, at least I'm grateful. A good number got out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just trying to still process the whole thing.
But there's some that stayed. Some that stayed. Tried to stay back and make sure things were okay. But yeah, it wasn't easy staying where there was fighting and you're not sure what is going to happen next year.
And those people who stayed, where do they get the supplies? Where do they hide? Do they stay in churches? Do they stay at home? Where do they get food?
Some of them were in churches. Some of them were in the bushes. You're trying to get out, but you're stuck. So you're in the bush and then you try to find things. Scavenge. Is it scavenge? What?
I don't.
Trying to collect things from wherever you could get them. Yeah, so it was like that. But yeah, everyone has their own story of what happened in 2014. Everyone has something they will
So
say.
2014 was bad.
2014 was bad, but afterwards there was, I think, another war. Was it 2016? Another civil one, but yeah, it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as 2014.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Sudan, yeah, there you go. Wow.